Hey, what's going on, everyone? Give me 2 seconds. I need to get a quick bite to eat. Hang on. Have me some kind clusters here. Give me 2 seconds here. Just need to get a quick bite. Quick bite. Still in a quick bite to eat, y'all. I know normally I should be doing this eating on camera. Tempting all you competitors out there getting ready for the Phoenician Classic going down September 4th, 2021. What's going on, Skinny Boy Vegan Gangs? What's going on, Jamal? I think I'm going to see you in about 3 weeks, huh? Yeah, buddy. I'm going to see my man Skinny Boy Vegan Gangs in about 3 weeks. Because he's going to be at the Natural Central Valley Championship. Yeah, he's going to be at the Natural Central Valley Championship in Fresno. I'll be there. Just like I was at the SoCal Upward this past weekend, I actually was there to head judge. So I just, when I'm doing stuff like that, I can't tell you why I'm there. I'll be at the North Central Valley Championship, though. I'll actually be there backstage. I'll actually be a coach there. So, yeah, so I'll be there coaching. What's going on, Danny? What's going on, Noah? I'm almost done, man. All right, let me get this party started. Y'all ain't stopped by here just to see me munch on some kind clusters, all right? Y'all stopped by here to get some information. So I'm coming in packed, loaded up with some information. So this past weekend, I was at a head judge SoCal Upward, and it was a great time. It was actually really, 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 really fun show, all right? Really fun show. It was good to actually see some bodybuilders. Actually good to see men's physique. Actually good to see everybody back on stage. All right, it was really good to see that. So, I can't say it enough, man. Like, if you plan on competing this year, you plan on getting out there and making it happen, man, get out there and make it happen. There's plenty of shows on the Inbf calendar. The last 3 that's on the West Coast. The last 3 on the West Coast before the Phoenician Classic is, August 7th is the Oklahoma City Classic, which is going down to Oklahoma City. And then the 21st of August is the Natural Central Valley Championship going down to Fresno, which I will be in place as well. And then the last show before the Phoenician Classic is August 28th, the Inbf South Central USA in Dallas. Brand new show that's happening in Dallas, all right? And then after that, it's Phoenician Classic. Now, there's an array of different shows that's happening, all right? There's an array of different shows that's happening as well with the INBF that's happening on the East Coast and in the South and inside the continental U.S. as well as abroad. But if you want to get a listing of all those shows, just go to worldnaturalbb.com and you will get a full listing of all the shows inside the INBF, all right? So that's where you can find all those shows at. The cool thing about the Phoenician Classic this year is that it is a pro-am show, which means that we're going to host 2 pro classes. We're going to have WNBF Pro Bikini and WNBF Pro Men's Physique. So if you plan on turning pro, you got a couple of shows that you got like 4 weeks to turn pro. And then you can compete at the Phoenician Classic as a pro. You got 4 weeks to do it. And if you plan on competing pro as in women's bikini or men's physique. All right, so I just want to get a couple of questions answered here for you guys. I've been getting quite a few. Now we're getting closer to the show because we're 6 weeks away from the show now. And so now I'm getting flooded with questions. And I'm here to tell you guys, 90% of your questions that you're asking me can be found on the website. If you just go to PhoenicianClassic.com, everything you want to know is on that website. If you click on the link that says time to register and the little drop down menu comes down, click on registration, everything is there. If you click on competitor services, everything you need to know is there. Where's on the PhoenicianClassic.com website, you click on time to register, you'll get a drop down menu, a full list of stuff that tells you exactly what you need. It'll give you a link for registration, give you a link for the banned substance list. It'll give you a link for competitive services. Inside of that competitive services is everything that a competitor needs. I would say the bare minimum of what a competitor needs in order for them to have a successful show, right? The bare minimum is that you got a hotel. We got the host hotel. Host hotel is going to be available at that rate of $129, I think, until August 7th, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's August 7th. I'm supposed to get the link updated so we can get it extended from August 2nd to August 7th. You have until August 7th. Then after that, the rate goes back to its normal rate. All right. And then you have the link for hair and makeup. You have the link for tanning. Like, everything you need is inside that link. Now, the cool thing about the host hotel, the venue, ticketing, all this stuff is within a mile of each other. Like, from where the host hotel is to the venue, it's like 0.8 miles. All right. It's 0.8 miles. We really take into account, like, everything that we needed as an athlete competing. We took all that stuff into account when we set this show up. So that way you guys didn't have to travel far. There was plenty of food options. There's plenty of that. Not only the host hotels around, you got other hotel options. We want to make sure that you had gym options. We want to make sure that you had shopping options. Like when we took this into account, we want to make sure that everything you needed was within a mile. So that way, if you had to walk, you can walk and get there with no problem. If you need to do an Uber to be the world's shortest Uber ride, okay, Uber might not even come. They might pull up like, you want to go on a mile, man? Nah, don't get in. Nah, cancel that Uber, because the Uber driver can't make any money off of it. All right. So I want you guys to understand that everything we chose it's in a real tight window, real tight spaces within a mile. I think the only thing that's more than a mile away is a gym, and I think the closest gym is maybe 2 miles away. Wait a minute, it's 3 miles away. Closest gym is 3 miles away. But you know, it just worked out that way. But it's a straight line 3 miles away. All right, it's a straight line. It's a straight line right down 83rd Avenue. You'll run into a gym on Thunderbird. All right, so everything's within arm's reach. All right, that's the way we wanted to. That's the way we designed this show. Okay, we didn't want you guys to do a whole lot of travel, but all your questions, as far as like, where's the host hotel? Do you have hair and makeup? Do you have tanning? All that stuff can be found on the competitor services. When you click on the time to register link, just click on that bad boy. Everything's there. All right. Another series of questions I've been getting as far as athletes want to know whether or not their coaches will be allowed backstage. Yeah, coaches will be allowed backstage. Excuse me. Coaches will be allowed backstage. We've always allowed coaches backstage, but most of the stuff that people are wanting to know is strictly for athletes. Because one thing I do is I send out an email every week to athletes, basically outlining the things that you should have taken, things that you should have already taken care of, things that you need to take care of, things you need to possibly start working on to take care of. All right. So I got stuff you should already take care of, stuff you should currently take care of, future things you should be taking care of. So that way you can it's a smooth transition for you to have a show. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You have a clear line of sight of what you should be doing and what should have been taken care of. So all of that stuff, once you register, all of that stuff, actually, you get that inside of an email, inside of the athlete's email, that outlines everything that should be happening. All right. That's the way that I like to do things, because I want to make sure there's a clear line of communication for athletes that's already registered. Now, if you're still on the fence about registering and you have these questions, well, I really be honest with you, like, if I didn't want to, I just wouldn't answer the questions because you're not even registered. All right. So those type of questions are answered inside of emails. That's for registered athletes. Okay. Now, if you got general questions, most of the stuff are your general questions, like, general questions about ticketing, stuff like that. All that stuff can be found on Phoenician Classic.com, and you get all those questions answered there. So, but that's about, that's. You see, what else did I have? I think that's about all. That's about all I have for you guys. Like, we're getting close to the show. We're officially 6 weeks out. Once we hit that 4 week out mark, which will mark August 6th, late fees kick in. So, like, if you're still on the fence and thinking about registering, yes, there's going to be I'm charging late fees. $50 for amateurs, $75 for pros. All right. You're going to get hit with a late fee if you want to register after that. And then I'm officially closing registration where you cannot register at all. I'm officially closing that bad boy down. I think it's August 28th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm officially shutting it completely down. So if you have not registered before August 28th, I'm shutting the link is shut down. I'm not taking any more registrations at that point because we need that final week to actually get the last minute details we need for the show in order for the athletes that's already registered to have a smooth, fluid show. All right. So I'm not taking any more registrations after the cutoff is August 28th. The registration part of the site will be shut down. All right. So you just missed that deadline. So you got 2 deadlines you need to remember. Late fees start August 6th. Registration will close August 28th. All right. Once August 28th, once it hits midnight, the lights go out, everything shuts down. So far as registration, then at that point, you still will have access to be able to come, if you want to come check out the show, you still have access to get ticketing and things like that. Other than that, man, other than that, last thing on the menu here is we added one. We're in the process of adding 1 or 2 more vendors. I'm just kind of waiting to see, because waiting to see what they want to do, you know, just kind of like we dancing right now. We're on the dance floor, we dancing. All right, so we're gonna add 1 or 2 more vendors, and then after that, shutting off everything for vendors. Because we gotta have, I need enough time to be able to get banners and everything like that put together with the vendors logo on the banners, and have everything laid out and squared away, so that way we can move forward on with the show. All right. So that's where we at. That is where we at. That's where we're currently at. And like I said, 6 weeks out, man. If you're doing your job, what's going on? What's going on, Pawsy Beast? So that's where we're at. We're 6 weeks out. Late fees start in 2 weeks. Well, yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah, late fees start in 2 weeks. Registration closed August 28th. And then we got a show. We got a glorious show to put on for you guys, all right? And we're looking forward to it. So that's all I got. Man, if you got questions, concerns, complaints, please do not hesitate. Hit me in the DM or email me at phoenicianclassic@phoenicianclassic.com. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. All right, guys, be easy, and I'll check in with you Thursday. Hopefully I have 1 or 2 more vendors that I need to get to talk about. All right, y'all. Later.